Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Come on in and share. Come on in and share, share, share. This is the Thursday edition of Build Your Best Life. Come in and share. Share, share, share. Good evening and welcome to Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. I'm super excited to have you here on this Thursday because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to join Build Your Best Life. I believe it is better to train early rather than to fix later. It's all about your actions. That's what I'm talking this year. You and your actions, your words, your steps, your gesture, your posture, your facial expressions, your voice tone, what you write, and even the movement of your eyes are all your actions and speak volumes. Your actions are what people see when you encounter them. And so your actions are crucial. So always think before you react. Well, it's April already. Good evening, Deacon Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. It is the middle of April, actually. My theme for this month is releasing, building, and improving relationships. And I've said it over and over again, all relationships are essential. So we have to understand how to nurture and take care of those relationships. Today, I'm going to be talking about what relationships are essential. Again, last month I talked about family, friends, and foes. So, out of all of those, what's essential and what's not? Well, one thing is that we have to be intentional about obtaining the relationships that we need. Those who make you feel good about yourself are essential. Family is a blessing and is essential. Friends are a huge part of what makes us happy and are essential. And I've said it over and over again this month that, it's been proven. So there are scientific studies that have been done that show that helping others and having friends contribute to the happiness that you have. And it happens in many different ways. So again, that's why it's important, not just sit around and well, I'm okay if I'm by myself. I don't need to talk with anybody. I don't need to call anybody. I don't need to text anybody. I can just be here by myself and I'm good. Well, you may be good. I am an only child. And so I was always used to being by myself, but I liked it when I could be with other people. I always had fun. So, I don't freak out at anything if I am alone. I'm fine. But I do like to have fun with other people. I can have fun with them. If I'm by myself, it's more of a relaxing time, enjoying myself. But we all do need people. It's imperative. For your family, of course, they should be the number one in your life. And why should family be number one? Because I'm pretty sure someone is out there saying, well, I don't get along with my family. And, not everyone does, but your family, you didn't choose your family. You are just a part of your family. They should have your back 100% of the time. So no matter what is going on, they may not agree with you. They may tell you what you've done, what you've said is wrong, but they have your back. And that could be to a certain degree, you know, uh, not to say that they're going to uphold you if you do something wrong, but, they're going to have your back. So if you, uh, let's just say, went out and murdered someone, a family member would still love you because they love you unconditionally. They'll be there for you. They'll probably come visit you or whatever. They're not gonna turn their backs on you and say, "Oh, that's my sister, but she's a murderer." Ain't have anything else to do with her. No, that's still your sister, we're going to interact with them. Um, People make mistakes and people change. So in the same way, if the shoe was on the other foot, your family would be there for you 100%. They're going to give you that unconditional love. And then your family, if you grew up with them, because I know with some people, when you didn't meet your family until you were adult or very older in life, but if your family members are those who you grew up with, they really know your character. They know you. So in that way, they are able to, call you out. Sometimes we need somebody to call us out and say, hey, 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 hold up. You know you're wrong. Why are you doing that? Why are you saying that? You're wrong. So your family members, they know you and they should be able to do that quickly to tell you when you are doing something wrong. Good evening, Dan. Thank you for tuning in. So, we thank God for our family members. They are someone that we can sit down with and have those honest conversations. Hey, I need to talk with someone and I need to lay it out on the line. Uh, so that means that you're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You need that person to listen to you. That family member will listen, and more than likely, they will tell you, if you're telling them to get that input, this is what I think about it. That's wrong, or have you thought about this? Maybe you're taking that statement incorrectly or whatever. But there's somebody that you should be able to sit down and have that conversation with you. If you're at your lowest, if you're having one of those meltdown days, or some people suffer from anxiety, it's just so much going on. I just need to talk. You can call a family member, your sister, one of your parents if they're still around, your brother, uh, or one of your siblings. And that's what families are for. They are essential. So we should try to get along with our family members. And like I started out, I know sometimes some of them you may not be able to get along with them for one reason or another. But your family is essential and they're a great part of your family. Good evening, Agnes and Peggy. Thank y'all for tuning in as well. I am talking about what relationships are essential. And I started out with our family. So I was just talking about family. So the next one I want to talk about is associates. Associates. That can be um, anyone that you don't consider to be a close friend. So that can be, excuse me, a neighbor, someone you work with that you're really not that close with, or someone did I say church already? Someone you go to church with, but other than being cordial and loving them because that's what you do, you're not close. So those associates, your peers, okay. Now they may see you when you are most vulnerable. Sometimes there's certain people you may act a certain way in front of them, but your peers, sometimes they can push those buttons, so they're liable to see you at any given time. So they can see you when you're at your best, and they may even catch you when you are at your worst. So they get to see, who you really are. So do they want to associate with you? Do you want to associate with them? Uh, the associates, they don't mind. Telling you what they have on their minds about you, whether it's true or not. They don't mind because like they say, they don't have to live with you. They see you every now and then. You're not that important to them. So if they have something to say, they're just gonna go ahead and say it. Um, they don't care. They have you said there are some people they don't care what they say out of their mouths. Well, that's an associate. Uh, but they can help you be well rounded because when you are dealing with those associates, you're gonna get some good associates, some not so good associates, some uh, people that just make you shake your head, some people that just push your buttons. You can just be all in the best of moods. You get up, you say your prayers, you see your family. You are so happy. You make it through traffic, happy to get to work. You walk in with a smile on your face, and here they come with their negative, up to no good selves and just blow it, and make you go like, oh my goodness, why did that have to be the first person I saw as soon as I got to the office? Because if they can make you act out of character, they will. But they are still necessary. You have to work with them. You have to be with them. You can learn things from them. They may be essential for you in getting your job done and showing you different, teaching you different things at church. They may be over Bible study or whatever. So wherein they may not be someone that you spend a lot of time with, or someone that would never ever be your friend. They have some skill or um, talent that you need, and that may be the only place for you to get it from at this point in time in your life. So you get that information and it's helpful. So, it's all good. So, sometimes we wonder, like, why in the world are they even in my space? They're there for a reason. Sometimes it may take years for you to figure it out. They're there for a reason. Excuse me. But that's your family and those associates. And then friends. Friends. I've, all this month we've been talking about you either need to release those toxic friends, or you need to build good relationships or improve the relationships that you have. But relationships with your friends take work. But friends can be such a vital person in your life because, again, they help you be more happier. Um, they can help you if you are someone that uh, has low self-esteem. You tend to be a loner. You can actually meet someone and they'll bring you out of that shell. They'll get you doing things that you thought, oh, I didn't think I would ever do that. Probably 4 years ago or 3 years ago, some of you thought I will never ever, be on Zoom or on social media. Nobody wanted to be on YouTube. Nobody wanted to get on Facebook. And now just about everybody on Facebook, YouTube. I think I only know maybe more, but I only know of maybe 3 people that they don't have Facebook accounts. They don't have YouTube accounts. They don't get on there. uh, Couple I've gotten to at least get on, because you can get on YouTube without joining. So I've gotten like one of my friends to get on YouTube to watch my shows, but but a friend can get you, hey now, come on, if I can do it, no, I can't do that. That computer stuff, I can't do it. And they'll just keep on after you. Well, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm not any smarter than you are. I'm not any younger than you are. You can do it. And they will just pull you out of that safety zone you have yourself in and make you feel more comfortable. They have somewhere you don't want to go. Oh, I'll go with you. But you can't go with me every time. I know, but I'll go with you this first time. We'll see what it's all about. If it's something that you just hate, then you have to go back. But they will help you. So a friend, a real true friend, will have your back, and even sometimes more so than a family member. Because think about a friend. A friend can be someone that you're in touch with every single day. There is a sister, a brother, for whatever the reason, they may live out of town, they may be very busy. You may not talk with them each and every day, but you may have a friend that you talk with every day. You get sick, and a friend get to you faster than a family member to help you out in time of need. Most times they can. So your friends are a very, very essential part of your life. So you should treat your friends with care and love. Your friends, if they are really your friend, will be truthful to you. I don't know about old my age people, but I know when we were younger, we would always sit around and say, well, if you find out something, like somebody talking about you or your boyfriend or whatever sneaking around, do you want to know? Should I tell you? And we would sit around and say, well, yeah, I want you to tell me whatever. So your friend would be right there. They'd be telling you, girl, blah, 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 blah. But they would be truthful. If you want it, hey, I got it there for you. But, and then a friend, you have to think about it. Most people say, well, you stay out of people's business. You don't tell people things like that. You let them find out for themselves. But usually when a friend does say something like that, is because they don't want to see you hurt. And, some things can really hurt you really bad. But they can be truthful also as far as to help you. So if you were to put on, uh, let's say I consider my husband to be my friend. So when I was losing weight, I was just dying to put on these black leather jeans I have that I had a while back. You're like, no, yeah, you can fit them, but you don't need to put those on. Like I was like, okay, so he's my friend, so I'll take him at his word. I can fit in them now, but I won't put them on. Whatever reason that is, I won't put them on. Now somebody else might say, "Yeah, girl, put them on, go out there," and then younger people might say, "What the hell, lady, do with those leather jeans on?" So you never know. But your friend to not let you do something that would bring like embarrassment to yourself or whatever, because they're there for you. Yeah, and Agnes says, I thank God for my friends. That's right. Because our friends are essential. I know me and mine, I have a group, me and my it's 7 sisters, and we haven't been out since COVID. We used to go out just about every month, and boy, I miss going out with my sisters. um, but we depend on people to be honest with us. Because if I go out, I'm going somewhere, and I look totally silly. I was about to tell me, just like the lady, it's a commercial where she has bad internet service, but what she thinks she hears is that she's going to a costume party, so she's dressed up in a costume party, and it's actually formal. So if I was going somewhere and I told my friend, yeah, are you going to the gala they're having? He's like, yeah. And I said, well, I just thought that was really odd. I thought galas that you dress up. But I got my little jeans and my sweater ready. My friend said, why you got jeans and sweater ready? Because I thought I heard on the announcements that they said casual wear. Like, girl, Now, see, your friend might let you go on to the gala with, with jeans and sweater on, but your friend gonna say, "Girl, you must have walked out the room while they were giving out announcements because the gala is formal." Then after that, they were talking about the fellowship that they're having. And that's what's casual. Oh, girl, I'm glad you told me. That's what friends do. They're not gonna let you go somewhere looking like a nut because they care about you. And also, a friend will hold you accountable. Like a lot of times I get so busy, I'll forget different things. And it's not that I'm being, I don't know what's the word for it, that, I don't care. I'm just not getting on something from church that I'm supposed to get on for Zoom or whatever. But I have a couple of friends that the group gets on there like it's a leadership meeting or something like that. And they look at the crowd and they don't see me on there. They'll send me a quick text and say, we have a leadership meeting, we having this call meeting or whatever. They're like, oh, I forgot. I didn't know when I can get on. But they will hold you accountable. I have friends, if I don't see her, like, hey, they have a leadership meeting. Are you on? Where are you? And they appreciate it. Uh, you know, if there's something that you have issue that you do that annoys people, and because your friend might not even bother them, but they've heard different people saying that there's something that you do that really bothers them, and they'll hold you accountable. This is for instance, because this drives my husband crazy. I'll just keep sniffing. You know, you got the post nasal drip going on, or you need to blow your nose or whatever, and I just keep going. And he's like, Deborah, don't blow your nose. So, you know, actually gets on some people's nerves. So a friend, if that's something that you're doing, and especially you in a crowd, and you may be getting up to speak or doing something, your friend will send you a text like, girl, before you go up there, please, will you go to the restroom and blow your nose? Uh, you need some Kleenex? Stop sniffing. That's helpful. But that is what a friend will do. They are essential. Good evening, Cynthia. Thank you for tuning in. Your friends will help you out. They want to see you succeed. You know, I've been talking about like those toxic friends, you know, they want to see you fail. They're just in your face to see what they can get out of you or to bring you down, or some of them are there just for a season. They don't really care. It's just like, oh well. But a true friend wants you to be successful in whatever you're doing. They want to salute you, celebrate you, let you know when you're doing well, when you need to improve something that will help you. That's what friends do. And one thing I like about friends, they will motivate you. When you see a friend, uh, and you know, I'm on social media a lot. There are certain parts of it that I'll forget to go and look at, so I might not look at for 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have all these things. But I'm going through and I see where, oh, I know this person and their mom has a birthday or whatever, and I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Uh, this person got an award, congratulations. You know, we live in a world now that everybody's in a hurry. Some people are in everything for themselves, very selfish. And then you have other people that are just out there and trying to assist others in getting to where they want to be and to meet those goals. And when we see those people, we need to applaud them. Like I saw Cynthia, I had heard someone, and I was on something else, and I heard someone, and I know it's a lot of Cynthia Ferguson. I had heard someone say, yeah, congratulations to Cynthia, she got an award. And so I had no idea what they were talking about, but I put congratulations in the stream. But then as I was going through Facebook on my own page and I saw it, and I was just so happy for her because she is just, she's been on my platform, so you may remember her, but she's like, um, real engaged, a getter. She, you know, is busy with church. She works with girls. And so I just want to motivate her every time I see her so she can just continue to do what she's doing. And that's what friends do. So I love all my friends. Hello, Tony. Thank you for tuning in. So, you know, again, that is another relationship that is essential to us and being the very best that we can be, striving to do what, you know, all of us have a purpose. We don't have the same purpose. All of us have at least one talent. Some of us have more. They're not the same. But, you know, sometimes we kind of sit down on what we have. But your friends will encourage you, girl. Now you know you need to write a book. That's right, Agnes. We have a friend that needs to write a book, right? You know, but we, you know, keep encouraging. Don't, yeah, I don't like pester them like keep on, you know, when you gonna stop, blah, blah, blah. But every now and then I mention it, okay, now when you gonna write that book, you know it's in you. But we have to encourage people. Thanks, Cynthia. Um, but that's what we need to do. And you know, if we spend more of our times being positive and doing positive things for other people, we don't have time for all that negative stuff that so many people have time for. You know, the people that, you know, they rather scam someone rather than go in business and, you know, open up a internet service where they can assist people and showing them how not to let people scam them and, you know, get into their firewalls or whatever, but they rather spend that time scamming people and, you know, and doing all these things that I don't understand. There is so many things that people can do with the talents that they have, and they're just wasting them. But thank God we have friends that are not that way. Now, so that was our family, our peers, and our friends. There's only one other set left because I take, your coaches and your mentors and all of them, and I put them up there in that bucket with the associates. But that's those foes, those enemies. Now you think that they're essential? Most of you probably think, no. Yes, they are. They are essential. Because what if not for them? Some of us wouldn't know how not to act. Our enemies show us what not to do, how we don't want to be perceived. And then, and everybody knows this, some people come in your life for a reason, for a season, some for a lifetime. What's the thing coach says? Growing trees lose leaves. So those people that come in our lives and they're out, though they may cause destruction or put obstacles in our way while they're there, they do have a purpose. They're either going to show us something, we're going to learn something that we can use, they're going to make us stronger. But sometimes when people hurt you or wound you, it makes you stronger. It's just like if you fall and you get a deep gash on your leg, every time you see that gash, it's a reminder of what happened. So you need to be a little bit more careful. So when they wound you, even though it hurt, it does help because you have that in your little toolbox. We all have a toolbox and we have different things in that toolbox that we can pull out that will assist us in life. So those foes, even though, we think, no, we don't want them. Yes, they can be essential. They can bring something in that will help us. It says, it is a blessing to have true friends that will tell you the truth, encourage, motivate, and even set you straight when needed. That's right. That is so right. And I love that last part, even straighten you out when needed. Sometimes, uh, that's what it takes. It really does. Because you say things sometimes and it can be the silliest thing and you don't really mean any harm sometimes. But if you took that time, like I always say, stop and think, you wouldn't have said it. So, sometimes you have to pull your coattail. Like, uh-uh, uh-uh. I just, we don't have to do it in the crowd or when you do it, but they pull you aside and say, look, now you know what you just did was wrong, right? What? That young lady came over to our table to assist us with service. She did not cook the food. You were all over her from the time she came to the table until we got our bill. You didn't leave her a tip. We called the manager over to try to get something free. But as soon as we sat down, she brought us bread. She asked if we wanted anything to drink. You told her we didn't need anything else. We were expecting someone else. Well, yeah, she was close to us, but every time she came over that way, she looked to see if there was somebody else. It was not her fault that your guests were late. But your food wasn't right. This didn't have enough seasoning in it. You asked for extra seasoning. This wasn't this. This wasn't that. And then, to call the manager over and say those things, that was wrong. That young lady, the help is hard to find. She's working. You don't know if she's a single mom, if she's trying to go to school or whatever. And you unjustly, was criticizing her. That wasn't right. And you have to call people out. Let them say. Just don't, sit there because when you sit there and you don't say anything, what is that saying? Well, you agree with them. You write down with them. So thank you for that statement, Cynthia. That's good. That's so good. Another thing that folk will do, they'll make you be true to yourself because, like I said, when you see those things that they do, They make you say, "Oh, no, I don't want to do that." And guess what? Sometimes that folk even becomes a friend because they may have come to disrupt, but when the Jesus in you came out, when you were kind to them, you didn't let them disrupt you, when you were kind to them, and they made it like, wow, and changed their whole mindset. And you could even end up being friends. So your foes are essential as well. Now, not to say, you get those toxic people and you just let them stay in your life and disrupt your life. Now, when they're disruptive, you gotta get rid of them. But I am saying that some foes can be essential. All right. So I hope that was helpful in those people that are essential. And so I want to give you some tips to remember that will assist you in having good relationships and enjoying life because that's the whole thing. You should always put yourself first and foremost, and life is about enjoying it and having fun. You shouldn't be stressed out and anxious and, just going through all the time. You need to have fun. And you want those people around you that are going to help you have that fun. So first, always put yourself first and foremost. I just said that that was the first one. You are numero uno, and you are important. Just like on the airplane, what do they tell you? If you need the mask, don't put the mask on your child first. If you put the mask on your child first and you pass out, and there's nobody take care of your child. You put it on yourself first. Then you're able to assist them, right? Number two, show others kindness. That's how you can take that enemy and turn them around, change them. What would Jesus do? How would he act? So you can change your that whole person's character by being kind. Kindness will go a long way. And yes, we have to be our own best friend. Yeah, you need to be kind to yourself. Sometimes we're kind to everybody else. We'll buy for other people. We'll treat other people to massages. We'll treat somebody to a pedicure. We'll take our friends like, man, come on, let's go to the arcade. And you make sure your friend play all the games and you just sitting back because you don't have both money for both of y'all, but you make sure your friend can play at the arcade or whatever. But you got to take care of yourself. You need me time and you need to be happy. Number three, accept people for who they are. Don't try to change them. You cannot change people. You only have control over one person. That is yourself. And what you see is what you get. It's like a lot of people, they say their marriages didn't work because they know that this person wasn't the most trustworthy person. They knew this person wasn't good at money, but they thought once they got married, now they're going to get worse if anything. You cannot change people. You can change yourself. You can't change others. So that's really, really important. So if you can't take them and accept them as they are, let them go their way. Number four, don't forget that everyone is not in your life for always. Some of them are there for a season, for a reason, and understand that. And when it's time for them to go, it's okay to let them go. It's okay. It is a blessing to have true friends that will tell you the truth, encourage, motivate, and even set you free when needed. Okay, that's the same one. I'm sorry, I thought I saw another one. I did. I put it up. If you're trying to change a person to be in your life, maybe that's not the person who needs to be in your life. I know that's right. Put an amen behind that one. That's right. Let that one go. That's not the right one. And the fifth one, and I said this before, love life and have fun. You got to have fun. Enjoy life. If your kids are grown, uh, you married or you have a significant other, you can go out and have fun with them. You can go out and have fun with your girlfriends, your guy friends. Like grandkids, you can love and bless on them. There's so many things that we can do. And RJ was on Tuesday, and he just told me when me and my girlfriend start going out, we're gonna go to some of these places he was telling us about. Because he gave out some fun places that you can go and have fun. Sounds like so. That's what we want to do. Have fun, have friends, have the right type friends, and just live life. You know, there's so many things that can go wrong, and we don't want to live in that. We want to live in being happy and being with those people that make us happy and doing the things we love to do. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this session of what those relationships that are essential to have in our lives. So if so, or if you know that someone else would benefit from this, please, please, please share it with them. Do me a favor, please. I'm asking everybody to do this, and let your friends know as well. If you could, please go on YouTube and subscribe to my Build Your Best Life page channel, whether my channel, my Build Your Best Life channel. I'm not saying it, I'm shifting. I'm going to stay on both, but I want to make some changes in my setup over there, and I cannot do that right now. I need to get more followers, so most people are on Facebook. So if you can just go over there and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. It would help me out tremendously. So I know most of you have heard me talk about this, but got something great coming up. Check it out.
Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith invites you to the annual Mothers and Sons Seminar. That will be held Monday, May 2nd to Thursday, May 5th, at time 6:30 p.m. EST, each night on Facebook and YouTube. Our special guests include Denise and Henry Dinkins, Jocelyn, and Amy and Charles, Anita, and Ticarius Cummings, Nick and Bryant, and John Marcus Smith. This will be a time of equipping, motivation, and inspiration. For more information, visit now www.buildyourbestlife.org.
Thank you. Please put that on your calendar. It's coming up soon, and I am so excited. This will be my third annual Mothers and Sons seminar. But with this one, it's going to be a little different because the moms and sons are going to be on together, having those deep conversations. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So please, please, please put that on your calendar. May 2nd. This is a Monday through Thursday, May 5th. And on Saturday, please join Anastasia and I for Real Talk at Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be here. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else, so I really appreciate you joining me today. Life is what you make of it. Please follow my basic principles and begin to build your best life, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. And I'll see you on Saturday.